coming at you with another at-home workout. This one is for your Tuesday. Your question of the day today is, if you could open up a restaurant, what food would you specialize in? That is your question of the day today. And I'm going to be using some of the ones we got from our Monday question of the day going forward. So we'll see what people have to say about your questions of the day. Today's work, we got push-pull strength and a push-pull workout. So we're going to warm up with the following. For 5 minutes, we are doing AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. 10 single object Romanian deadlifts, those are our RDLs. And then we've got 5 each side Sumo deadlift high pulls, 5 hang power cleans, warming up for your cleans in your workout. And then finally 20 Russian twists, working in some rotational core work. So first things first, for your RDLs, you will grab an object, kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you've got, 10 of them, single object. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. We've got a slight bend in the knees and then big hinge in the hips. So you guys should feel this in your hamstrings. You don't even necessarily have to go all the way down to the ground. Just make sure that your back is staying nice and flat. And you've got a neutral chin there as well. Make sure you're not overextending your upper back. All right, so 10 of those RDLs. And then we've got some Sumo deadlift high pulls. So as I mentioned, we've got cleans, we've got squat cleans coming up. So we're working on our hip extension for these Sumo deadlift high pulls. So your Sumo deadlift, feet are going to be outside shoulder width in your Sumo stance, starting from the bottom, and then we're going to high pull and then back down. So notice that my elbow finishes in this kind of high and outside position. I'm zipping up my sweatshirt with the dumbbell as I use that hip extension to drive through the floor and bring that dumbbell up. You do the same thing with a kettlebell. So Sumo deadlift high pull with a kettlebell. Again, zipping up that coat, finishing with my elbow high and outside. Okay? Next thing, we're going to do 5 hang power cleans. So warming further up that extension, and now we're going to drop underneath it and catch it in that front rack. So if I'm using a kettlebell, we are taking these from the hang, so from the hang just above the knee, and we're doing 5 each side. So hang, power clean, catching in that good front rack position, focusing on getting that extension and then quickly pulling the elbows through. If I'm using a dumbbell, do the same movement, hang, jump and drop. Getting that elbow around, getting that hip extension, warming up for your conditioning piece. Finally, last thing, Russian twists. Can be done with a medicine ball, dumbbell, kettlebell. Try to keep your feet up off the ground, and then you're going side to side. Notice that I'm rotating my whole torso. I'm not just moving my object, all right? So you're rotating, really concentrate on engaging those obliques. 20 Russian twists. That's your warm-up. 10 RDLs, 5 Sumo deadlift high pulls each side, 5 hang power cleans each side, and then 20 of the Russian twists. Okay, moving on. Now you've got your strength. Strength today is going to be 6 sets on a 15-minute running clock. So you have 15 minutes to get 6 sets of the following in. 10 to 15 slow single object floor press right into 1 minute of max tall plank shoulder taps. You can rest as needed between your sets. Just aim to have those 6 sets completed in under 15 minutes. So for this slow object floor press, I give you guys a rep range, 10 to 15. Really depends on the weight that you guys have available to you. So if you have something on the heavier side for you, you're probably going to end up towards that 10 rep range. If you have something lighter for you, you might end up towards that 15. So 10 to 15, and they are meant to be slow floor presses. So for those, we'll come down to the floor. Single object, so hands on either side of your dumbbell. You can use a kettlebell for this as well. Heels are down, and then we're coming down. Think about this as a tempo, right? Nice and slow, working those triceps as you extend your elbows, working your pecs a little bit as you push that dumbbell up to the ceiling. You are going to do that, okay? 10 to 15 reps. Again, after you push up, now you're gonna twist yourself over, coming to your tall plank. For 1 minute, you are going to do shoulder taps. Shoulder taps, feet are gonna be outside shoulder width, so you're not rocking side to side, so you got a nice wide base of support there. Keeping your belly nice and tight, and then you're tapping your shoulders, controlling that movement, pushing the floor away, and you'll do that for 1 minute. After your 1 minute, rest as needed, and then get into your next set when you're ready so that you accumulate 6 total sets within that 15-minute time period. So that's your strength for today. Now, moving on to your conditioning. Your conditioning today is going to start with a 12-minute AMRAP. So as many rounds and reps as possible in 12 minutes. You are doing 20 alternating bodyweight lunges. Those lunges can be forward lunges or reverse lunges. You can switch them up each round if you'd like, totally your choice. 20 of those, 10 hand release push-ups, and then 8 hang squat cleans each side. After those 12 minutes, you are not done. You are immediately going into a 4-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute for 4 minutes, we are doing 8 single arm bent over rows each side. So 8 with the right, 8 with the left. You will do that every minute on the minute for 4 minutes. All right? So starting from the top with your 12 minutes, starts with 20 bodyweight lunges. If I wanted to do forward lunges, drive through my heel to stand back up. 20 total alternating sides. I can do reverse lunges, coming back, again, driving through the heel, keeping my chest up, keeping a nice wide base of support for myself. If you want to walk around and do walking lunges, you can do that too. 20 total steps. Then we're going into 10 hand release push-ups. Hand release push-ups, coming back to the top of that tall plank. As you come down to the floor, once your chest touches the ground, you are releasing your hands and pressing back up. Release and back up. All right? As you press up, make sure you don't snake up. So that's what makes these a little bit more challenging than regular push-ups, is that you take your momentum out of it and you still have to keep that core nice and tight so everything comes up as you know. If I'm coming from my knees, works just as well. Chest and thighs touch the ground. I release my hands and I press straight up out of the bottom of that push-up position. 10 of those. Finally, last thing is going to be 8 hang squat cleans each side. So if I'm using a dumbbell, hang squat cleans, feet are going to be about shoulder width apart, coming down to my hang. We warmed up the hang power clean in the warm-up. Now we have to drop underneath it into a full squat. So hang anywhere above the knee. We're jumping, dropping, squatting, and standing, okay? I am doing all 8 with one side, and then all 8 with the other side, all right? So those are your hang squat cleans. That is your 12-minute AMRAP. If I'm doing a kettlebell hang squat clean, 8 with one side, feet same, shoulder width, hanging onto that kettlebell, coming between my legs, jumping, catching, and coming down. All right, so keep that kettlebell in your front rack position. Keep your hand next to your sternum. 8 each side there. So 20, 10, 8, and 8, 12 minutes AMRAP. After that, you can quickly jot down your rounds and reps if you'd like to, because that's going to be your score for today's workout. You're going right into a 4-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute for 4 minutes, 8 single arm bent over rows each side. Hanging on to my object. Feet underneath my hips, slight bend in the knees, big hinge of the hips, and I'm rowing. 1, 2, 3. Make sure in this position, my chest is facing the floor. So if you're doing something like this, my chest is facing the wall, you're doing some sort of upright row, that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for a bent over row. Chest faces the floor. 8 with one side, switch it over, 8 with the other side. Back stays stays nice and flat, and you're really thinking about squeezing that shoulder blade back to strengthen that upper back. We will do that every minute on the minute for 4 minutes to finish out your conditioning. All right. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. For those of you that have a medicine ball, if you want to use it in today's workout, you're more than welcome. You can do, instead of doing the 8 and 8 hang squat cleans, you guys can do 16 MedBall Squat Cleans. So same volume, 16 total. We're just going to have our medicine ball between our feet, hands on either side of the ball, jump, catch at the bottom of that squat, getting your elbows around. So you guys can play around with that as well, instead of using your dumbbell. So a little variation, use the different stuff that you have available. That's it. And then you guys can check out the mobility piece that we'll have posted in Zen Planner, on the Facebook page, on YouTube, everywhere, so that you guys can check that out as well to help you guys recover. All right? Great job, guys. Keep up the good work. We'll see you guys soon in the Zoom room. Enjoy.